Okay, part 2, and I'm continuing story time. So, I didn't have my cycle until I got on birth control, and then it was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Like, it was so painful, too, especially since I was passing cysts, and, oof. But I didn't know I had polycystic ovarian syndrome till about 2018. And then I found out I had polycystic ovarian syndrome by getting an internal ultrasound, which was uncomfortable to say the least. So they kept me on birth control, and she said since the cysts were small and my symptoms were minimal, she wasn't going to treat me for them. When I told her that I wanted to have children, she told me that I am much too big for that, and I would have to lose at least 100 pounds before she would even talk to me about fertility treatments. And then I was like, well, is there a chance of infertility? And she goes, there's a huge chance for infertility, but there's always adoption. Adoption is an option. It's a great option, but it's not what I want. I want to have a child. I want to go through the process, the pain, the everything. I don't want to do it natural. I want an epidural. But I want a child of my own. If it comes down to the fact that I can't do it with fertility treatments or anything like that, I will adopt because I want to be a mother. But I would like to try to have one of my own first. So I don't really like Mike, I know, but I'm thinking about getting a new one. But, so then comes down to last April. I got a blood clot in my leg. Went to the doctor, ended up in the ER, spent a week in the ER, and I asked them if my weight caused it. And they said possibly, but not likely, because at the time, all my other stuff seemed fine, and they weren't sure why I got a clot at first. And they're like, what kind of medications are you on? And I was like, oh, and I started naming them off. But then when I said birth control, they're like, there's your problem. Birth control, especially the type I was on, causes blood clots. They say that they're about 85% sure that's what caused it. Now, my weight was not my friend in the thing, and it probably helped it along, but it's not what caused it. So, yeah. So I got a blood clot, and I was told to get off my birth control, period. End of story. And so I did. And when I got off my birth control, that's when my cycle stopped altogether. And I will continue for a part 3.